Greetings and salutations, relaxed gamer nation. This is going to be a quick recap video of what happened with the previous location. Let's just not waste jet fuel here. But what happened was I got absolutely destroyed. I don't have the footage because I was trying to figure out what was going on with the mods that were breaking my game every time I got shot in the face, which was a lot. And I got absolutely destroyed. Had to start brand new. Started brand new. Was about 12 to 13 kilometers away from this base, which is an MEDC base, which has a few items. But I ran my butt out here as fast as possible to benefit from the shield here. Now, a few changes. The weapon core mod was broken, at least for me. Anyway, it's still in beta, so that's not a huge surprise. I don't know exactly what broke it because I had multiple weapon core enabled mods enabled. It could have been a conflict between my my smart turrets and weapon core, which is quite possible, but I'm not really sure. I'd still prefer my smart turrets. I'll take a look at weapon core again at a later time. Maybe I'll do it in a separate video. I don't know. Anyway, so I got my butt blown to bits in pieces constantly. Every time I would load and I would get shot by a drone, my game would crash. I did that multiple times. My game would crash. So I have decided to disable all of the weapon core mods, as well as disable the assertive mods by Splitsy here, because I am not in a position to deal with assertive stuff right now. I'll show you my little base, which I actually came across, which you'll see in the next part of this video for sure. But I've disabled all the general assertive encounter mods. I still have the modular encounter spawner, which means I might find various things littering the ground. Once I get a little more established at my base, which is over in that direction, I will start enabling other mods. Not like super established, but a little bit more established, like have a few turrets, etc., you know, that stuff. Also, for some weird reason, my directed energy lasers were not shooting at things. They were trying to target things, but they weren't shooting at things, so I'm not quite sure what's up with that. That would have saved me a lot of grief. But that's a quick recap, and now what we're going to do is take a quick little flyover to our base, hopefully not run out of hydrogen, which I've built in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It's close to there, but that's about it. So from here, I'm gonna switch on to the next video. See you in a moment. Apparently, my recording software was scaled oddly. Hopefully that didn't affect the last episode. It probably did, and I didn't notice until now. Sorry about that, but it's figured out now. So there you go. We got it figured out. It's no longer scaled weirdly, but that's fine. I fixed it. I fixed it, everybody. Yay! My stupidity is incomprehensible. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, before we build a base, we should probably find a solid stone foundation. Actually, we could probably just dig underground here, and I'll probably build a base on pillars, like you've seen me do in multiple other episodes and such. Where did I get this from? Oh yeah, I got this from one of the drop pods, the unknown signal pods. when I was running my butt out here. So let me drill a few holes and I will bring you back in a bit. And we're back. So, what have I done? Well, what the hell is going on here? Oh, that was weird. So, I've set up our first little initial base. And I dug a lot of stone. So, I'll explain this a little bit here, just in case you're fairly new to space engineers. The basic refinery only does iron, nickel, silicon, and cobalt. I believe it does a couple other ones, but I think that's it for this. Because uranium, platinum, gold, silver, those are done in the big refinery, which we'll get around to eventually. The basic assembler only does a certain amount of things as well. It doesn't do everything, but it does enough for you to get your basic assembler up and your full assembler up. And I think your full... yeah, and your full assembler and full refinery up. So that's cool right there, I believe. Yeah. I dug this hole. Now, it's pretty deep. Okay, so the reason why it's so deep is because when you're digging for stone, you want to get down to the stone layer. That's sand layer up there, and this is stone layer. Make sure you get to the stone layer to get the most efficient amount of stone possible, because you'll get like maybe a quarter of the stone out of a load up there than you would down here. It's hard to put a number to. I just couldn't think there. So we'll get back down here in a moment. I've also built a battery, which is currently charging, and I built a turbine, and I have 4 more turbines ready to go soon. So yeah. Oh, there we go. That's enough components for what I need. So that we could increase our... what the heck? I thought I made enough components for you guys. Apparently not. What the heck? Right click, components added. Right click. Right click. Okay. Okay. Double click on that. Excellent. We'll get these turbines up and running. Get some extra power. Now this is a pretty common design for power here. Now you don't have to go with the design, it's just very common. Because the wind turbines don't really affect each other laterally. If you are going to put a turbines right next to each other, do about 7 blocks. 6 to 7 blocks. The reason why I put it up so high is because I'm going to be bringing this up about 6 blocks to a platform. Because down here is going to be like a garage area. But right now it's just my refinery area, my basic setup. The next thing I want to do is transfer the survival kit over. However, I am seriously considering putting it in the bottom of this hole. Less chance of it getting destroyed quickly. So in order to do that, I'm going to need a bunch of steel plates. Do I have a bunch of steel plates? I don't have enough. Okay. So let's produce a bunch of steel plates. Should be good for now. I just need to connect it to power. Knew that was gonna happen. A little bit of scrap metal. I'm just gonna get a little bit of stone here. But I kind of need that survival kit so I can survive. Funny novel story, right? Novel. Just want to get underneath this. Like so. Pick up all this rock. And I guess put a little bit more here. Oh shoot. What did I break? Okay. That is fine. It's all under control. I want to get these secure. Okay, that should be good enough. Just gotta make sure these are all welded up eventually here. So survival kit. Now the survival kit uses the same stuff with exception to a few extra plates as the basic survival kit, the small ship survival kit. This requires extra plates, but all the rest of the stuff is the same. This is the most dangerous part. Oh, that's dumb. How much of this did I take out? Ah, a decent amount. So this should keep my survival kit fairly safe. For now. I'll be making a ladder down there as well. But I need a bunch of steel tubes in order to make a small ship ladder. There. That's up. So we are safe from death. Well, not death, but safe from having to restart again. Oy, oy, oy. You know? So let's grab the rest of these steel plates, though I think I'm going to need a bunch more of those. We haven't transferred the oxygen generator yet, which is fine. It's not immediately necessary. But I want to get these. Come on. There you go. Give them some sort of defensive. Some sort of defense? No, that makes no sense. It's not defense, it's durability. Wow. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. Probably a lot. Also, I'm using the AQD mod, which means I can actually use the spray canisters, which is nifty. Not necessary, especially when you're playing single play, but in multiplayer, it's super necessary if you're using mods. A little bit of drink. Whee! as I almost kill myself. Typical. We'll just weld a little bit of this up. Now, normally I wouldn't even bother about doing these, actually. I think what I might do is the, what is it? The interior blocks. These actually take up less overall materials than the steel blocks. So I'll probably make a bunch of these for my floor. Interior plates. I don't have an interior plates. Okay. Actually, how much do each of these use? 0.3. 2.1. So yeah, these are definitely better to use. We'll do a little bit of calculation here. That sounds cool, right? Now that's disconnected from power, so I can't die right now. Well, I can, but I shouldn't. Which one? That one? Or that one? Or that one? That kill a bunch? No. Didn't. Okay. So let's calculate 20 interior plates compared to 25 steel plates. Fairly simple, right? So I should probably make these ones basic floor here, all interior plates. Actually, I should probably do those all interior plates too. Better on resources. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I did a little bit of calculations here. So each one of these steel blocks, they seem good to put down at to begin with because they're super easy to make. There are only 25 steel plates, right? And these interior walls are what, 25 interior plates and 10 construction components? You'd think this would be more, right? No. So after a few calculations, the interior wall block, this block on large chip, only uses 15.5 iron ingots. Okay, that seems a lot, right? Well, compared to the steel blocks use 52.5 iron ingots. So if you're going to make a quick base or something like that, such as this, put down interior blocks. I've fallen into the same hole myself, where I thought, I'll just put down steel plates. It's fine, right? I got tons of iron. Well, when you're in a survival scenario like this, it is much better to put down interior walls rather than steel plates, light armor blocks. So yeah, just a little bit of an info thing there. It may not seem horribly, may not seem like a lot, but it's actually quite a bit. Now, the light armor blocks they're armor, so they are more durable than the interior blocks. So if you're going to be skinning a ship in space here, you probably want to go with a 3-tier system, right? You got your heavy armor blocks and light armor blocks surrounding your central nervous system of your ship. Your reactor, your jump drive, your... basically those things, primarily. Batteries. Then do an interior block outer of that, or you can go with light armor. And then just sandwich it. It makes a lot more sense than I'm actually making it sound like, but hey. And this requires interior block to start. And it would go the same way. So we're just going to put down some interior blocks here. Not there. Because one construction or one interior plate isn't much more defense than one steel plate. So yeah. Rid of those. Put down another couple of interior plates because why not? Now, I don't have a lot of these, so yeah. But overall, they're cheaper, and in some cases, they look better too. I'm probably gonna have to do some more stone digging. Well, actually, I could disassemble all these steel plates to get lots back. I'll be using the steel plates, of course, but don't really need to right now. So waste not, want not. Now the funny thing with the disassembling is when it's trying to disassemble stuff, when this gets down to not being able to do anymore, unlike the assembler where it skips on to the next one, this one stops. It won't move on to the next one, it just stops. As you will see in a moment, and I might be made a liar. I was made a liar! So they must have fixed that in an update or something like that, because that used to not be the case. Huh. Or maybe it's in the AQD. Maybe AQD did something about that, because I'm using most of the AQD mods. Okay. We can get these all blocked up. I could disconnect these and put interior plates under it. Waste not, want not, right? And take out a bunch of construction components. Now, it does require more items than the steel plates, but it actually requires less items than the steel plates, so there you go. And probably not nearly as durable as the steel plates. Round of interior walls or plates. I do need to transfer my oxygen generation system over. But we're good for now. grab all these and let's just plop construction components in. Yeah, these are definitely nicer than the blocks. Actually, in a durability test, I'm not gonna go through that. Let's just weld this down. How many of these can I put in here? Perfect. There we go. I can get a floor down on this, buddy. Now, let me guess. Yep. I didn't put this into the build planner. That's okay. It's there now. There, interior wall floor. Now this is going to be fun. But I am going to take a look at how long I've recorded because I've done multiple snips here, and I will be back in a moment. Alrighty, so I hope you enjoyed this episode, and my explanations kind of explained why I'm in such a strange location from where I was last time. But until next time, I have been Relaxed Gamer. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao!